Hey everyone, how's it going? I'm back again with another podcast. I took a break a while back because I was pretty sick. Now I started to regain my strength and my mental fortitude, whatever that is. I'm still having the same goal. I still want to finish 1,000 books, and inshallah, I am gonna get it done. So I've always wanted to read Flow, The Psychology of Optimal Experience by csikszentmihalyi. That's a very strange name. I hope I did not mispronounce it. It's one of the best books on something I really admire, which is being present in the moment, being involved in the work that you do. What is flow? Now, the book is divided into a lot of sections. Let's just try to simplify them. What is flow? How to be in the flow, and some comments and advice. Now, flow is the state of mind of being completely immersed in the work you do. If you are studying, if you're working, if you are doing something, mostly games. You know, when you are doing something, you don't feel the time. You can do this for hours. You can do 5, 10, or 15 hours. You don't feel you're hungry. You want to eat. You don't feel the time passes. You are really involved and you enjoy what you do so much. This is flow. This is a state that many people experience in doing something they like, something as productive or not productive, actually, something like playing games could be a state of flow. And we will say, why is that? So, how to be in a state of flow? Well, you have basic three things: having a goal, having a feedback, and having a challenge. Now, how to apply these things on anything that I do, not just the work, but the daily experiences that I have. Having a goal tells me actually how to reach a point of the flow. You know, I can, for example, start studying, but I don't know where is this going. I should have a goal when I begin doing something to know if I actually reached it. Remember when we said that Harv Eker said, most people do not achieve their dreams because they don't know them. They don't know what they want. So before you do something, determine the outcome. What are you going to get out of it before you start? Otherwise, you will just, try and waste your time. And you actually don't know if you hit the point of success or failure. So you should have a goal before you start. Number two, having a feedback. Having a feedback is telling you if you are making progress. If you are going to a destination, you are going to a street or whatever, you have signs telling you you are closing in, you are coming closer to your goal. If you don't have any signs, you will stop. You will stop to ask people, you will not continue. You don't know where you're going. So this is why programming is one of the things that really motivate you to continue. Every step you do, you see a change and you try to change a code when you are doing a website or whatever. So having a feedback, continuous feedback, tells you how you are moving from step A to B to Z. But some things like studying a chapter, for example, does not have feedback. I don't get immediate feedback from what I'm doing. So you should have something fun, like trying to finish it quicker or trying to ask yourself questions after reading a chapter. And then if you can answer that, you have made a feedback for yourself. So this is another thing you can do. This is why games are so addictive, because you always have a goal, you have a mission, and you see a score. If you took something to help you or something to damage you, you always know. What's going on. You have an immediate feedback. So know what you have to do to make from one point to the other one. The last thing is to be challenging. Now, if you are playing a game or you are wrestling with someone that is weak, or there's no challenge, something so boring, this does not challenge you, does not put you in a state of flow. It bores you. And if you are playing versus someone who's way ahead of you, is very difficult, still boring to you. You want to have something that is slightly above your level, something equal to you, something, a task that you know of, but it's slightly challenging, like it's a little bit challenging, like 4% challenging. Now, the author of this book, csikszentmihalyi, said a very lovely story on starting this book. He was working in a shop, a bazaar, I think, and the owner of the shop enjoyed haggling with people. To haggle is to try to make the price less. Like if I told you how much does this thing cost, you say 5,000, I tell you 4, and we try to negotiate. This is haggling. And so a woman came to him and she saw an Egyptian item and she said, I want to have this item. How much does it cost? So the guy said, it costs 5,000 pounds. And she said, okay, I'm going to buy it. And he said, well, no. She was like, what do you mean no? I just, you offered me a price and I agreed. The guy said, I'm not doing it for the price. I'm doing it for the experience. I want to haggle. I want you to say, no, it's expensive. So I haggle. We negotiate. And this is so crazy. But some people are really in a state of flow, enjoying something so much. And this is one of the things that the author is trying to say, that you find happiness through this idea. And I partially agree with that. In doing the thing that you love every day, you enjoy every day, and you can't wait to wake up the next day doing the thing that you like, and you'll see result for that, which is one of the most rewarding things. And you see change for the things that you like. So finally, there are 8 characteristics or components for the flow. On being more in that state of flow, I'm going to mention them really quick. Number 1 is to know what you have to do. You know the rules. The rules are clear. Before you are playing chess, for example, or doing a game, you should know what you should do. If you are going to study a subject, you should know how to study it, what chapter you are going to study, and how to memorize it. If you have the tools and the rules are clear, you will be easy to get into that state of flow. Number 2 is to get an immediate feedback. We mentioned that before, to know exactly if you are moving towards your goal. And number 3 is to have a challenge. A challenge is equal to the skill or the job that you're doing, or that is, the right level, that's a little bit challenging. Number 4 is feeling the focus and not split attention on anything else. This is known as the point of harmony. You are completely focused. You don't look at your phone. You're not waiting for a message. You don't have any distractions. You are completely focused on the thing that you do, and everything is helping towards this point. Number 5 is that you don't worry about wrong or bad things, and everyday frustrations disappear. You basically escape reality. One of the things that really deter and stop people from achievement is feeling anxiety. They're always anxious, they're depressed. And when you are in this moment, remember this. When you think about the past, you get depressed. When you think about the future, you get anxious, you get anxiety. Living in the moment, being in that flow, really makes that frustration disappears. It makes it easy on you to enjoy your time and enjoy what you do. All right? Number 6 is that you feel like you are in control of your life. You know what is the next step for you according to your skills. You feel like you can control it. These are some characteristics of the people who feel this feeling of flow. They describe these things and how they get into that state. It's really remarkable. Number 7 is that you lose the sense of self-conscious. You don't care about what other people think of you. You are so involved and beyond the sense of ego. This is very important. Our ego is stopping us from reaching our potential. This is one of the things that really stunned me, is that you are actually your biggest enemy. Yourself, you're telling yourself that you can't, or maybe this thing is beneath you. It's not worth it. It's silly or trivial. When you get rid of that ego, you are finally into that stage of flow. And the last thing, that the sense of time is transformed. Time flies when you enjoy what you do. In the flow, this is the best experience that you could have. It's one of the things that you can remember, doing something you really love, something you are really passionate about. Imagine everything in your life having the flow. Waking up, brushing your teeth, praying, reading, spending time with your family. Whenever you feel like you are thinking about a situation in the past, or thinking a situation of something you want to have in the future, remember this. Everything you think about in the past, you are thinking about right now. And everything you want to happen in the future, you are thinking about it right now, in this moment. So always bring yourself right here in the flow, in this moment. Enjoy what you do, focus on it, and love what you do. And being good at the thing that you do, being really, really good at it, is going to put you on a state of flow. I hope that you have a beautiful day, and I'll see you soon.